Right, okay everybody, this is a little enrichment activity, an art enrichment activity where you're doing a little landscape, colourful landscape, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, out of a cereal packet, just cut out some wavy shapes like these to represent the hills that we're going to work with. So you just cut those out, and then you'll be using some colour pencils and select which colours you want to use. They can be as colourful as you want them to be, or you could have a theme to them, or you can work with realistic colours if you want to. I'm just going to work with, as you can see, a range of colours from here. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start by putting the bit of card on my piece of paper like this. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my colour pencils and start here going over the bit of card, or the template if you like, and then I can introduce maybe another colour. So I can go up to the template or over. It's totally up to you. You can work with lines then if you want to, put a few lines in and make it very, very, very clear where those edges are, and then you start to work like this. So your next one, turn this around, it's a bit easier for me this way. So the next one is going to be here, and I'm going to start with a blue this time now. And again, no, it is actually easier if I do it that way. So the same thing until you actually start to build up layers . And don't worry about the white bits in between. That's fine. If you look at my example here, you've got little white bits in between as well. But I think it's important that you mix your colours. And I'd probably work with harmonious colours if you can. Okay, colours that go really well together and then next to each other on the colour wheel. So I'm going to start to put a little bit of green in here, I think, dark green. And then I might use a purple. Purple to put a line in, etc. So I'm going to keep on building up my little composition using as many shapes as I want to start putting it together like that there until I build up. So I'm just going to draw those in just to give you some indication of what it will look like. And you can reuse some of them as well, or you can turn them the other way. Well, these have been cut out of a cereal packet, by the way, so until I've got my little composition, and I carry on building it up as I go along, working with different colour combinations. Then what I'm going to do after that then, if you look at the sky, all I've done for that really is to start to take my colour pencil and then just very, very lightly press on it. I'm not putting my pressure too far down to put a lot of pressure on. I'm holding my pencil quite roughly, quite sensitively like that, and then I'm going to work with a couple of colours. So I'm going to work with that colour, and then I'm going to start to bring in another, not all over it, just over some of it, and then I'm going to start to put my birds in. And what I do with my birds is just sort of put a few collections in like this. And then these little plants, etc., they're quite easy to do as well. All I do is with my lines, and then I might take a bright colour like a red to start putting little dots in, like this. And remember, you can use different colours. You don't have to use the same colour on everything. So I'm going to put a little bit of dark blue on those as well. And that's how we start putting these together. And that's how we work them up together like that. So as you can see here, that's a very rough start just to show you how to do it. But when you spend time and care on it, this is how it can look in the end and how you can finish it off.